Hello there. My name is Anushree. I just wanted to share more about my own story and why I became a PCOS health coach. So, I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was 15 years old, and I had the whole host of classic symptoms from the intense weight gain, difficulty losing it, to the hair loss, to the irregular menstrual cycle, to the terrible acne. I had it all. And I remember going to doctors and coming out of these appointments feeling pretty helpless as to how do I proceed now that I have this diagnosis. I didn't get any concrete answers from them as to what this means. Besides, okay, I'll have this for the rest of my life, but how is it going to affect my life? And what can I really do to make sure that, these symptoms decrease and they don't affect the quality of my life? But I didn't get those answers. And even when I looked online, I couldn't find those answers. And that's probably because PCOS is such a complex syndrome disease to suffer from, and it displays so differently in different women. But 1 in 10 women suffers from it. So more should be done, and I am still very shocked as to why more is not done. So for a good 10 years, I succumbed to the thinking that there's nothing really I could do about this and I just have to live with it. And I dealt with my symptoms as best as I could. But once I graduated from my master's program, and up until then I had just been in school, and I got my first job, I finally had some time after work, which was a very new thing for me. So I decided, why not do something for my health during this time? And I started taking yoga classes at this studio nearby. And very soon it became going to yoga class every single day. Now, this was not easy yoga. This was hot power yoga. So heated yoga, constantly moving for an hour, sweating profusely. I know it's not a very pretty image, but it was a great workout, and I was going every single day. And along with that, that helped me sleep much better every night because I was exhausted, helped me drink a lot of water because I was sweating a lot. And eventually I decided, I'm doing all these things to improve my health. Why not look into my nutrition and how I'm fueling my body? So once again, turned to the internet, looked online, went on YouTube, and I discovered the keto diet. Now, I'm not saying that the keto diet is the be-all and end-all of diets for anyone who's trying to lose weight or who has PCOS or anything like that, but it made a lot of sense to me because it directly affects your insulin and through that affects your sugar levels within your body. And often women who suffer from PCOS also suffer from insulin insensitivity, which is almost like being pre-diabetic. So when I learned about this, I thought, this makes sense. And I know that I have had, terrible sugar levels in the past. And I would really like to see if this diet can help me with that. So slowly, gradually, over a few months, I became strict keto, and then I was strict keto for about 5-6 months. And within that period, I lost 50 pounds, which is about 22 kilos. And I had never felt better. I never looked better. I was also super strong and fit besides having less weight. And I had significantly reduced my PCOS symptoms. And I also gained a regular menstrual cycle, which was something that I never had before. So for me, these were all signs that, I had really impacted my PCOS by losing a significant amount of weight. But I think it goes beyond that, right? It's about diet and lifestyle change, and it's something that has to be sustainable. It's something that you have to work on every day, even after you've lost the weight and even after you've reduced the symptoms. You just have to keep doing those things, and you're working towards making that just who you are and how you do things. So I know that I basically coached myself through my health and fitness journey, but not everyone has the desire to do that. And I think that everyone can do that. Every single woman with PCOS can go through this journey for themselves and figure out the best way to change their diet and lifestyle in order to help them reduce weight and reduce their PCOS symptoms. But it would be so helpful to have someone who's on your side and guiding you and encouraging you and motivating you and keeping you accountable throughout this process. And I am that person. I am going to be your health coach through your PCOS health and fitness journey. And I will help you achieve those little goals every week that you're trying to achieve to help improve your physical health and reduce your PCOS symptoms. I myself went through my own journey, so I have this personal experience and this understanding of what it is like to have PCOS, because I still have it. And even though I've reduced my symptoms significantly, almost to where they're maybe, non-existent, I still have to keep making these healthy decisions and choices every day. And every day it becomes easier and easier because they become my habits. And this is something that I want to teach you, and I want to help you to achieve. And I want to help you to achieve that in the most unique way for you, your body, your lifestyle. And I can do that. So basically that was just a little snippet about my story and what I do. If you're at all interested in learning more, I would love to connect with you via email, via social media, and just, hear more about your story. I'd love to share more about my story. And if you're interested in working together, I'd love to talk about that as well. But I know that, a lot of women who suffer from PCOS often feel isolated and feel like they're the only ones, but there are so many of us out there, and the reason why we feel like we're the only ones is because we don't talk about it to each other. So I really just encourage you to even reach out to me if you're looking for someone to talk to who might understand what you're going through, because trust me, I do. And I've been there, and I still have days where I'm there. But I love to connect with you and have you join my community of empowered women who struggle with PCOS but are making changes towards being better and living their best life.